Well, hello, good evening, my friends. Hello, how are you? Welcome to Let's Talk Turkey. I'm Dean the Turkey Legster. This is the place where on Tuesday evenings I go live to hang out with you and chit chat for about an hour. And looking forward to the next tonight and the next several weeks, the next tonight and then the next 4 weeks. I've got a series I'm starting today. Um, Disney According to Dean. So yeah, welcome in. And I see Jonathan Chong, hello. Tina McNeil and Chuck, hello. Happy Tuesday. um, so yeah, I'm gonna get going on the Disney According to Dean series in just a couple of moments. But I want to get into a couple of um, things to talk about before I go into the main topic of tonight. So I'm not going to wait around for everyone to pop in because I want to be done by 10 o'clock um, on the stream. But a couple of things that we do need to talk about, do need to, um, discuss, comment on. Um, Two things in particular. Um, First off, yesterday, James Earl Jones passed away at the age of 93. And there was an article up by WDW News Today. Of course, there is James Earl Jones, legendary voice of Darth Vader and Mufasa, dies at 93. Those are just two of his roles over the years. He was involved in several movies. Um, Passed away at age 93. Um, Jones is most known to Disney fans as the voice of Darth Vader throughout the Star Wars franchise and the voice of Mufasa in the Lion King series, including the 2019 remake. Um, D23 quotes Jones as saying, "Doing a voice for animation is acting in its purest form." Jones was named a Disney legend in 2019, and Jones reprised his role as Vader for Star Tours. The adventures continue at Disneyland and Disney's Hollywood Studios. He was also the original voice of Mara in Indiana Jones' Adventure Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Outside of Disney, Jones is known for Field of Dreams, Conan the Barbarian, Coming to America, The Hunt for Red October, and The Sandlot. His film debut was in Stanley Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove in 1964. He is also known for his theater credits. Jones received an honorary Oscar in 2012. He won 2 Emmys in 1991 for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series and Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Miniseries or Special. So that's that little article from Walt Disney World News Today about James Earl Jones. Just had the best voice, of course, um, like the article said, like everyone probably knows. It was um, Darth Vader, of course, iconic voice, iconic character, and then Mufasa from The Lion King, incredible movie. And Mufasa, of course, really um, you know, great character, strong character in that film. The second item I want to um, touch on before I get into the topic at hand tonight is tomorrow is September 11th, and of course it is the anniversary of course, the tragic events that happened in 2001 in America. Of course, the attacks on the Twin Towers in New York, and then the Pentagon, as well as the other plane that crashed in Pennsylvania. But just the lives that were lost, the tragedy that it was, and remembering the men and women who were heroes that day, who died heroes, and those that survived are also heroes. And just an encouragement and a acknowledgement of the incredible, serious, massive day that tomorrow is in our country and in the world. Also as a result of that. So September 11th tomorrow. Never forget America. Um, that's right. Never forget. Hello, Noah. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Noah says, I got to see the fountain of Twin Tower spots 2 times, both um, okay, so August 2016, not July 2016, and then 2022. I would love to go and see that. That would be really cool. Um, it'd be great to. Of course, there's pictures, but there's nothing is the same as being there in person. And so hope I can see that again, or not again, but can see that, you know, someday. So, um, so yeah, so welcome in everyone. Jonathan Chong, hello. Happy Tuesday. Um, so those are just a couple of items I wanted to um, cover before I start the main topic, which I'm going to go right into right now. Yeah, being there has an impact on you, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm sure that's the same for any monument like Pearl Harbor or anything else where something like that has happened. Gloria Thibodeau, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. All right. Oops. And my screen just went wacko-doodle on me. Not sure why that happened. Anyway, hope the stream is holding for you guys. It's probably just my computer as usual. All right. So this is, as you can see the banner, I'm now starting the main event for tonight. Not that what I started with was any less important, but welcome to Disney According to Dean. What I'm going to proceed into is a commentary, kind of going through a day at Disney, specifically today, Magic Kingdom. And I'm going to talk through my favorite day, a quintessential visit to the Magic Kingdom, what I would do there, what I would have to get in, assuming there weren't any long lines would be great to do. My favorite things to do there, and so I'm going to start with just really quickly. So my commentary and my tour through Magic Kingdom and my day at Magic Kingdom is based on probably my visits in the last couple years from this spring, um, when I had my pass for the last couple of years. I'm also going to touch on some memories here and there from when I've been in past years, but primarily it's going to be from, the last maybe 2 or 3 years, that I've gone to Disney, um, since, well, since fall 2020. It had been over quite a while before, prior to that, since I had been to the Disney parks, and then I decided I wanted to start going again, and I kind of the Disney bug kind of bit me, and I always have enjoyed Disney, but once I decided to start going again, and I actually got to start going again, then it was kind of like, this is something I should really not give up or not do anything. It's not stop doing. Um, Jennifer Caruso, hello. And Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Good evening. So, going to Disney World, of course, years ago, when the internet was not as much a thing, people might have consulted a book such as this. I have a couple volumes of this. I have the 2019 that you see here. And I also got the 2022 edition. Um, this book is actually really a good. I'm really glad that I have this because a lot of all of the tips and the um, services and everything is kind of reflecting on prior to the events of 2020, and so you kind of see how things were reading through this book, as far as how you go to Disney, the tips and the tricks, because all of that changed after 2020. Some of it's come back, some of it hasn't. So, but overall, I mean, it's different now. But especially with the advent of internet's being used a lot more, um, for planning and navigating the park. So anyway, you might plan your trip. Of course, I am a adult single living in Central Florida. So it's my Disney day. Woohoo! It's my Disney day. I'm going to Disney. I'm going to, yeah, there's coupons. I think there's coupons in the back here. Yep, there are coupons right here. Coupons. Right there. You go to Sephora, Arribas Brothers, Airbrush Caricatures, Harley Davidson, Polite Pig, Free Chef's Appetizer. I think it's expired. I don't think you can use this anymore. Yeah, it expired at the end of 2019. So anyway, they also got this helpful notes. And look at this. I forgot this was back here. That is big, beautiful map of Walt Disney World. So anyway, once you read all the material and you go, and of course I live an hour drive away from Walt Disney World. I live kind of the opposite side of where Disney World is in relation to Orlando. So if you picture like the face of a clock, not a digital one, but the one with the hands. Um, Orlando being in the middle of the clock, and then so as you're looking at the clock, Disney is down here where the 7 or maybe the 8 is roughly. Where I live is up by the 2, maybe the 3, somewhere in between there. So I have to either go through or around Orlando in order to get to Disney. I usually take the toll road around Orlando, and I get to Magic Kingdom, to Disney, any park, or Disney Springs. Takes me about an hour, and so I do that drive. Orlando traffic, so much fun. I get there, I park, of course. If I'm going as a pass holder, um, you don't have to pay parking when you park. If you're not a pass holder, you get to pay um, too much money to park your car on their little square of asphalt for the day. But anyway, you park. Um, that's always fun. But then you park, you walk in. Now they do have the parking trams. I don't like the parking trams, although it's a great service, it's a great convenience. But I usually walk to the TTC, which is the Ticket and Transportation Center. They have the bus station there, and that's also where the monorails go to the Magic Kingdom, and then the monorail over to Epcot. They sell the tickets there, hence the name. Although you can do a lot of the ticketing, I think online, at least some of the process. But anyway, they do that there. Um, what else? So that's the buses. That's the security checkpoint. You will go through security. You get to walk through the little thingy bobs. They might check your bag. If the thing goes off and goes crazy, that'll take a few minutes. And once you survive all that, then you get to continue to deal with all the people. And you either go up the ramp to the monorail, or you go down the ramp to the ferry boat. So there's two transportations. I enjoy the ferry boat. I enjoy both of them, but I usually like to do the ferry boat is usually my method of choice. And I usually don't actually ride the express monorail. You all probably know this, but there are two monorails, of course, the express monorail, and then there's the resort monorail. If I'm getting there like the late morning, which is typically when I'm have arrived to Disney parks, like between 9 and 10, maybe closer to 10. Usually the stampede rush of people to get in the park um, has kind of died down and eased down over in the TTC. So it's usually not crazy, but still, I like to jump aboard the resort monorail, and it does take extra time because it makes the stops at the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian on its way around to the Magic Kingdom. But I like it because it's not as the ramp going up there is not as popular. There's not people going from the TTC to the resort monorail in like the mid morning, like 10 o'clock ish, say. So anyway, I get on the resort monorail and I go around and it's enjoyable. There's nothing like the Disney monorail, Walt Disney World monorail. And so I get to the Magic Kingdom. I scan in, you know, um, so on a perfect Disney day, there's not going to be any lines. Okay. Um, gonna go in, you know, right there. You've got the train station right there. You've all seen it if you've been to the Magic Kingdom. I mean, who can't? Even before scan into the style, the tap styles with your Magic Band. Or back in the day, you just had it was actually turnstiles, and I don't actually remember what you did with the tickets. I guess you gave them anyway. Um, so anyway, nowadays you scan in, you tap in with the Magic Band. There's the train station. Oh, it's beautiful. It's Magic Kingdom. It's If you hit it right, the train is coming into the station with that classic whistle and that chugga 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 sound coming into the station. Um, they might have punched the tickets. I don't remember. I don't remember. I'll have to think about that. But anyway, so now you've got a decision. What side of the train station, what tunnel do you go through to enter Main Street, USA? It's not a terribly, difficult decision. You could scan in on the left, scan in on the right. Usually I'm going in on the left, so that's usually the tunnel that I will go, go through the on the left side. If you go in the left side, if you're there at the right time, they've started selling popcorn at the little cart. Um, Such a genius idea on Disney's part, and I absolutely love it. Smelling popcorn, walking onto Main Street. Always on left for you too, Jennifer? Yeah, isn't that genius, Jennifer, how they have the popcorn right there? So anyway, I and the restrooms are on the left. That's not usually what drives my decision, but that is true. Um, so here I am, Turkey Legster's walking in, and it's Main Street. They've got the music playing, the background music at Disney in all the parks, especially in the entrance. Even before you get in the park, they have the background music, but each park has the background music, and it just sets the atmosphere for the park on the respective park that you're in. So I start my day walking down Main Street, USA, and then you see the castle there. Oh my goodness gracious! And welcome in, Dawn, Hitchhiking Bones. Um, and they selling Turkey Lake shirts. They did earlier this year for a couple months, Jonathan, but sadly that kind of went away pretty quickly. But anyway, Main Street USA has such a unique, quaint atmosphere and vibe to it and feel as you're walking down. If you're fortunate, you will hear the melodic voices of the Dapper Dans, um, you know, coming down the street in the horse-drawn um, buggy or the carriage, um, and of course singing, great songs of Americana and Disney and just great. And of course they go around Town Square, and then they go down Main Street, go up towards the castle. So I love listening to the Dapper Dans, and I've actually had a couple of times where they're singing when I am coming in. And back during the reopening, when they didn't have the trains running, you would go in and they would be singing from on top of the train station, and that was always fun. Or they would have the princesses and characters um, up there greeting people. That was amazing. So you walk down Main Street USA and you're just taking in the sights. There's so much on Main Street USA. You could spend so long there. And honestly, but you got to be careful because that's how you get into the place. That's how you get into the park. Go through Main Street, down Main Street. Um, on down to the Cinderella Castle, which just looks amazing there at the end of Main Street. We've all seen it. If you've gone to Main Street, you know what I'm talking about. Seeing that thing at the end of the street just looks gorgeous. And so you walk down, um, you know, towards the Cinderella Castle. Um, so after I've entered down Main Street and I've taken in the unique, the just the I might just overuse this word a little bit in this series, but magical. Um, magical background music, the atmosphere that the Main Street music just gives to not just that section, but the park as a whole. Dave Stragan, welcome in. Hello. Um, so here I am. I'm in the Castle Hub. Um, that's got a vibe of its own too. You've got, it's kind of, well, it's the hub, it's the center of everything. And people are going here, there. They've got the partner statue. They're stopping to take pictures. Nowadays they're doing the selfies as well. You might have a marriage proposal or two. Actually seen kind of gotten on the back, kind of noticing off to, the side, a marriage, someone proposing um, in the Castle Hub. I've seen that at least twice. You kind of get it. You realize that it's happening. Um, you know, when everyone's clapping, and then you see the guy getting up off of his knee, and then you realize, oh, that's what a great thing has just happened. And so that's always fun to see that. So you've got a decision to make in the Magic Kingdom after you have taken in the beauty of the Castle Hub, and there is a beauty to it. You have to decide. You're going to go to the left to Adventureland. You're going to go to the right to Tomorrowland. Or are you going to head past the castle to the left over to Liberty Square? Or are you going to head past the castle to the, right and go towards, Fantasyland that way? Or you can go up behind the castle, actually, around the back of the castle. Sometimes the castle is open and you can actually go through the castle. That's always fun. Checking out they've got the murals there that's got the story of Cinderella told there in the art there. So you got to decide. Noah starts with Fantasyland. Depending on when I'm getting there, I'm probably going to head. See, here's the thing. They sell turkey legs in Liberty Square. They open that place at 11 o'clock. If I'm getting there like late morning and it's about 11 o'clock, guess where I'm going first? I'm going to Liberty Square. Liberty Square is great. Um, and not just because they sell the turkey legs there, but that's got a lot to do with it. It's just a really special atmosphere there. Again, they've got music playing. They've got the fun little Christmas shop there. They have that Christmas shop year round. Julie Gerbil, hello, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So if the place is open, which is the Liberty Square Market, I'll go ahead and I'll get my turkey leg. Um, and I will eat that thing. I will enjoy that. I enjoy every bite of my turkey legs um, when I'm eating them, but it only really takes me like maybe 15 minutes at the most to go into that thing, you know, go through all the little tendon things and just eat that thing. Um, I have Jonathan, and that's sometimes I do that. Sometimes I absolutely do that. It just has depends, how I'm feeling, if I want to do a couple things and wait till later. But I would say most often I will have start with my turkey leg. And it all depends on like what time I get there too. If I'm getting there like first thing in the day, if I there's been a couple visits that I will get myself there and um, you know, before before like 10 o'clock, or it's well before 11. So I will okay, I'll take a stroll into Adventureland, stroll into Tomorrowland. I'll go into some of the shows. You've got the Laugh Floor, Tomorrowland. You've got Philharmagic in Fantasyland, Country Bears in Frontierland. You've got Tiki Man the Tiki Room in Adventureland. So each of those lands has a show that you can watch. There's also a castle show. Sometimes the castle show, of course, that's in the Castle Hub part of the visit. But if the castle show's going on, I have. Sorry guys, um, I'll stop and watch the castle show. And that's a lot of fun. So usually I'll start going and I'll go get the show. So those I enjoy those shows. The ones that I just listed off. I enjoy the Liberty Square Riverboat, the Liberty Bell Riverboat, and um, it's such a relaxing ride around there, and you get such a great views of Frontierland. You go right by if you go by Thunder Mountain at the right time, you get that incredible view of the train. I've actually live streamed some of my live streams or videos where I've gone past Thunder Mountain right when the train's coming around. You get it going around. That's a great. You can get a really great shot of that. And then, of course, that Tom Sawyer Island across there. I never really went over there a lot. Um, it is a really peaceful area because you have to take a raft across, and so it's not like there's a bridge and people are able to, come across, um, back and forth. You have to wait in line to get on a raft and go across. But anyway, did enjoy that when Tom Sawyer's Island. I've enjoyed that when I've gone over there, but it's been years um, since I've been over there. And so anyway, but the Liberty Bell Riverboat, get on. Um, my more recent visits, of course, since I've been live streaming, I might actually have a live stream doing a stream in the morning. I've also um, done a couple of visits where I've hopped to Magic Kingdom, done a stream in the afternoon, started with the parade, done a stroll around Magic Kingdom. But so I I enjoy walking around and just taking in the atmospheres of Disney. And really my w- how I experienced the parks in the recent years has also been driven by the fact of my neuropathy problem, because I've had some neuropathy issues that has kind of made me be a little more cautious about the attractions that I do, which is why that's why I go to all the shows where you don't have to step into a boat, go try to get on the rubber um, conveyor belt. It's not because I don't like those rides. It's really just I'm unsure and uneasy about whether I'm gonna keep my balance going on those moving surfaces. I think next time I get to Magic Kingdom, I'm gonna give a go at the People Mover, getting on there, because I've at Epcot I've gone on Spaceship Earth. So and I think, and Winnie the Pooh, I could do the Winnie the Pooh ride, I think, with no problem, because they that stops and you climb in, so that wouldn't be an issue, I don't think. But yeah, the People Mover, I've enjoyed that. That's an enjoyable ride. It takes you all around, of course, taking you all around um, Tomorrowland. Then there's the Laugh Floor, really fun show. You know, Nowadays you can actually text in and submit your jokes, your dad jokes, uh, and they might tell the joke on in the show. Really fun. So in addition to the not getting on, the Omnimover type rides, I'm also a very gentle soul and I don't enjoy roller coasters. So Space Mountain, the Neutron, Thunder Mountain, even the drop in Pirates, I mean, I'm not getting on that either, just because it's the whole, boat thing. Um, but I have ridden that in the past, and I was okay on Pirates. I could handle the drop, because that was literally the only like part of it. It wasn't like fast or anything besides the drop. I could handle the drop. So, back in the day, I did go get on Pirates. Um, but yeah, I know that I would, after my turkey leg, and I go do a few things. I sit and people watch. Then, of course, the parade is a definite must do. The 3 o'clock parade, historically, more recently, they've switched to 2 o'clock. But, always love having the parade. That's a definite gotta do it, just because I'm not doing all the shows and everything. And then that's a fun parade. The Festival of Fantasy, I remember looking at um, some of the parades in the past. The Dream Come True, something like a Celebrate a Dream Come True. Actually, that leads me to something else I wanted to show. Um, Walking into Magic Kingdom back in 2009, 2010. This is from 2010. Does anyone recognize this guide map style with Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow on the front? You would pick up the guide map. They still have the printed guide maps, but something they don't have are the times guide and information. Nowadays, you get all this in the app, in the My Disney Experience app. But all the shows, the attractions, the times, um, the other park hours was all printed on here. And look at the dates. If you know me, do you know anything significant about that range of dates? Something happens big in my life between April 4th and April 10th. Does anyone know? Does anyone remember? That might clue you to why I was there that week. While you're guessing, if you know, here's the map. There's the map. And of course, on the back, you've got the Kodak, Capture the Magic. It's my birthday. April the 6th is my birthday. That is correctamundo. So I was there on that period, and that was 2010. So this would have been my last park visit. I got my park annual pass on my birthday, or right before my birthday. Might have been actually on my birthday. No, it was on my birthday because I went 2009 was the year they they did free admission on your birthday. So I went to Epcot on my birthday in 2009, and then I upgraded my free day to the cost of an annual pass, which was smart because they discounted the full day ticket, the cost of that off of the whole annual pass cost. So at the time it was like, this is back, I think it was like 85 or something like that, dollars, 89 maybe, taken off of, I don't know, $300 or $400. Incredible discount. And I enjoyed that year. I went to Disney so much during that year. So this was probably my last visit to Disney because I let the pass go after that year. I did not renew. But this is another guide map that I picked up during that period of time. Yeah, the year of a million dreams right there. So this was probably, might have been during 2009. I don't have the Times Guide. The Times Guide. You heard that a lot. Check your Times Guide for information. So there's the map. Most of this, oh, back here, look at this. Look up here. Mickey's Toontown Fair is, I don't know if I'm showing that. Is this up there? Mickey's Toontown Fair. That is a blast to the past. You guys, do you guys remember Mickey's Toontown Fair? Because I sure do. The two houses, Mickey and Minnie's houses, they had a Winnie the Pooh right there. They've got a Winnie the Pooh play area up there. They have the train station there. Let's see, Barnstormer's still there. Donald's Boat. Donald's Boat play area, water play area. So much fun. Of course, they switched that out. That was all affected in the new Fantasyland expansion um, project. And then, of course, they have storybook circus or whatever it is. Jonathan, what did you ask? Someone asked about Noah asked about the spectral magic. I don't know. I don't see spectral magic on this one. Well, maybe it's on this one. Spectral magic. I remember seeing spectral magic. I think that's the only. Yep, spectral magic. Spectral magic. And they had the Celebrate a Dream Come True parade, and then they had the Wishes Nighttime Spectacular. Um, and I loved Wishes. I love Happily Ever After. Um, so seeing for the fireworks was a definite part of my day. After you spend the day, so basically the whole rest of the day involves, completing the shows, doing a ride on the Liberty Bell. You, after my turkey leg, if I'm doing my turkey leg for lunch, I'm actually not having a second turkey leg on my visits because, believe it or not, I do eat other things. That might be hard to believe, but I do. So I like, typically, I enjoy going to the Columbia Harbor House to get something because I do enjoy eating fish. But I also have enjoyed going to, what's the place in Tomorrowland? Cosmic Rays, which is a great atmosphere. I know, Dawn, you and I, we went there. We watched Mr. Sunny Eclipse um, eat. Dave, no, that's why I stick to Turkey Legster because I don't think you guys might want to follow Dean the Fishster, or the Shrimpster. It just doesn't have the same. That's right, Jonathan. I do have other things. So that's kind of how I do because I'm usually there for 2 meals. So I'm having turkey leg first, priorities. Then I branch out to other things. At Magic Kingdom, it's typically as I said, the Columbia Harbor House or Cosmic Rays. Um, um, don't usually go to eat at Casey's, or anywhere else. Um, you know, Harbor House and Cosmic Rays are usually one of the two um, places. And here's a blast in the past because they have it listed here. Do you all know the place in Tomorrowland um, at the bottom of the People Mover entrance? The lunching pad. Guess what they sell nowadays? They sell like pretzels and whatever else, snacky things. Guess what they used to sell at the lunching pad way back in the day? The lunching pad used to be where they sold the turkey legs, and I think that might have been the only spot. I think they had a cart in Frontierland also, but way back in the day, the lunching pad in Tomorrowland there, that's where they had the turkey legs. So nowadays, they've got it in Liberty Square. Um, so anyway, yeah, they do have the Spectrum Magic. They've got wishes listed on here. Loved wishes. Um, Someone just said, who said? Was it Noah? Yeah. Noah, this is exactly my wish for wishes if they could bring it back. to add the projections, because now they're doing projections on, the castle with the characters, create more of a show, with the show. Now that they've got that technology, I wouldn't do anything with the soundtrack. I would work with that, and I would do it up Main Street. I do it on the castle. I'd have, Jiminy Cricket is the narrator there. I would have a little Jiminy Cricket, have Jiminy Cricket be on the castle doing the narration. Um, you know, I would definitely like a to see, not at the expense of Happily Ever After, mind you. But maybe once in a while, special occasion, have the new enhanced wishes. It would have been awesome if they had done that instead of the one we won't talk about during the 50th. But they also had the Celebrate a Dream Come True. That was a lot of fun. You can find videos of that on YouTube. You just do a search, Celebrate a Dream Come True. Lots of fun soundtrack. The Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It Street Party. They had that. Um, I don't know if I remember the music from that exactly, but I think I remember seeing that. If I hear it, if I heard it anywhere, I'd probably recognize it, but I do remember seeing that. Um, they have Stitch's Great Escape listed on here. I only saw that attraction once, wasn't really a fan, but I did go on it once, and I did not go. I never went on the alien attraction. So I spend the whole day, and the Carousel of Progress. That show I enjoy going in there. Um, I don't do the Speedway, but there's something about hearing those cars and smelling that diesel gas. Just gotta say. What else can I finish? I gotta finish up the stream here in about 8 minutes. What am I gonna do? So there's the parade. There's going in there, walking down, enjoying all the lands in the Magic Kingdom. I mentioned this during my Main Street part, but all of the background music in all of the areas, even for the specific rides and attractions, taking in that music. There's something about music, especially at Disney, that just makes it more magical. And so I don't know if you've ever paid attention to like the music. I think you hear it subconsciously, but walking through the parks and taking in the music of all the areas. And there's music in all the areas. The entrance, Main Street, the Castle Hub. Well, I think Castle Hub shares Main Street, whatever's going on Main Street. I think he shares that with the Castle Hub. You go into Tomorrowland, go into Fantasyland, you go into Liberty Square, you go into Adventureland, Frontierland. That's music playing. Then you get in the queue for Pirates of the Caribbean. You got the pirates. You got the pirates, dun 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 dun. Go in the queue of It's a Small World, and you hear the song already. I did go on Small World, once in a while, but yeah, it wasn't at the top of my list. But the music's everywhere, Peter Pan's Flight. I enjoyed going on that. That was when I was, willing and able to get on those kinds of rides. The Peter Pan's flight is absolutely, um, a favorite. And, it's a really popular attraction. Wait times are usually sky high. If you find them not sky high, Peter's Pan flight, I hear it's like, you know, look for the unicorns because they're probably nearby. Um, but anyway, so I've ended my day with the fireworks back, during this time period. It was, and look what's on the front, Splash Mountain. Um, back in the day it was Wishes. Nowadays it's Happily Ever After. I love Happily Ever After. So great. And then at the end of the night, after the fireworks is done, you've had a full day, your soul is full, and everyone else is leaving, but I never really did this a lot, but I did it last year or earlier. It was the night I was with you, Dawn, hanging out with Mike and Russ, and I streamed the fireworks. We went back into Magic Kingdom at night, and I really hadn't stuck around Magic Kingdom specifically, like after the fireworks, to let it clear out a little bit. Um, Really, when I'm there on my own, I'm kind of fall into the trap of, well, it's time to leave. But staying, you know, while everyone else is leaving and just continuing to take in the park is just going to use the word magical. And I'm really hoping for an opportunity to do that again in the near future. So, when I am financially able, we'll be getting a pass again, and I will be doing all of this and more. This is so I got to wrap up here, guys. Thank you for watching. What I've talked about here is, I hope I encapsulated what I enjoy about the Magic Kingdom. I think it'd probably take a few streams, even a stream on each of the lands, which I could think about doing, but at some point. But anyway, thank you all for watching. In conclusion, let me just run over one quick announcement, couple of quick announcements. Um, Next Tuesday, this series, Disney According to Dean, continues. I'll be doing Epcot. Come back for that. Thursday, of course, Once Upon a Turkey Leg. Want to hear a story? I got one for you. I got two for you. Tomorrow, I will be a special guest with Zippity Doo Doug on Hump Day Hangout. That's tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. We're going to have a chit and a chat, and we're going to talk. I have no idea what he's going to ask me, but it's going to be fun. I'll answer any question I'm asked, basically. So that's tomorrow, Zippity Doo Doug. Also, I've gotten several votes from everyone so far, but I have a community post with a poll on my community post here on the YouTube channel regarding Disney news. After I complete this Disney According to Dean, I want to work into the channel, or at some point. It doesn't have to be after this series, but I guess going into October is what I'm saying. I want to integrate Disney news, covering Disney news in some capacity. So that post, that poll is me just kind of gathering some feedback on what you would find um, entertaining, or valuable from me. So yes, thank you, Jennifer. Yes, 7 o'clock, Doug's channel, Zippity Doo Doug. All right, I'm gonna sign off now, guys. Those are my announcements. I'll see you next Tuesday for Let's Talk Turkey again. We're going to Epcot, so get ready to drink around the world or not. Decide whether you want to go Mexico or Canada, and I'll tell you what I usually do. So go check out my friends, the Hitchhiking Bones. They're going live probably right now. Um, go tell them Dean says gobble gobble. So Cargo, hello and goodbye and goodbye and good night to everyone. Have a gobbletastic day. And as they might tell you at Disney, may all your dreams come